So it should start. Stream goes up as well. Everything is good.
Okay, so everything's fine.
Everything is just fine.
Should be fine, right?
It's not very fine. It's alright. It's alright. Yeah. We got. Oh yeah. Wait. So we got both of them in here, or have we just got one of them? NGJ. No, we only got one of them, right? So. Also.
Right, remind me every 30 minutes to check my Fire Emblem.
I don't think this is a good thing to do. I mean, I can. Just not a very productive thing. Okay, I'll just. Alright.
Nice.
Sure. Yeah, that's all you'll be getting.
There's a gauntlet going on. You know? For the mobile one.
Yeah. Oh, what? No, there's a computer version. But yeah. So, stream should be in. Oh, is the stream up? It's 2. Oh, it started. Oh, yeah, the tournament's up. So the tournament started. 3 minutes in. Stream should be getting up stuff. Read it. Okay. Do you have like a link? The stream? Thank you. I just like to actually know whether it's up or not by actually seeing it. Then I know whether I'm up or not. All that jazz.
Nice. So we're having a hammer match.
Believe it's up. Yeah. Hammers, apparently.
Yeah.
Yumiko and Nash as the presumed picks. Interesting. I'd like to see how the playstyles are, and then from there I can try and figure out who I think is better, and start making. See who can adapt some. All that jazz.
Well, I'm just gonna be like, oh, he did this attack. Oh, he did that attack.
We are up, you know.
He did that attack now.
Yeah, well, it comes down to it. Casting is just analyzing what's going on and making sure people know. Well, I'm guessing people know, but the main point is that you're hyping it up, right?
Of course I'm gonna hype it up, bro.
I'm trusting. I'm trusting you on this, man.
Yeah, but like, what kind of hype do you want, though?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't worked with enough casters. Haven't got that experience. So I'll be looking forward to whatever experience you got.
Like if the person gets like the final blow, should I go like fucking?
Oh, what? Family friendly. Family friendly.
No. Wait, are we live right now?
Yes, that's what I said. I literally told you we were live just in case you didn't know, and you were just like, "Oh no, whatever."
Wait, you did tell me it was live. What? Okay.
I said we are up. Sorry, it wasn't clear enough.
Bro, I'm a bit special. Okay, you need to like help me out, dude.
Yeah, it's okay. I got you. Speaking of special, this is a special tournament, the 4th one, where stuff is actually going down. Yeah, prize money, all that stuff.
Yeah, but
like some of the matches are going up, but they're still sorting out their game in here. They're both here, aren't they?
No, they're not here.
So the match is it's NGJ versus Itakimas, isn't it?
No, it's FJ21 is not in at the moment.
But isn't that NGJ?
I don't think no, and NJJ.
Oh, they're two different people.
NJJ is something else, man.
He's just in the room, and they were close enough. No, I thought it was. Oh yeah, it is FJ. Yeah, it is a different player. Yeah.
Gosh, right.
So it's still. yeah, it is FJ21. So we'll just be waiting for them. So how a mirror match to start is interesting. Though this is the only part of the bracket where we won't be looking at all of the games, so the only person that will have specific information about going into the rest of the bracket about their mindset, how they're playing, is going to be either Itakumas or FJ. So we'll see how they're playing and see how they can go on after this match.
No, okay, so you're gonna do a little psychoanalysis on these players, eh?
Well, this is like their first match, right? They've probably done some kind of warming up and they're ready for the tournament, but they're not. They're either like stressed out or maybe they're not stressed out because this is the first match. So if like they're playing subpar or they're not able to adapt, then perhaps the nerves getting to them, etc., etc. So we'll have to see if the players are like playing up to par today, or if their nerves getting to them.
Okay,
we'll only have information about these guys, yeah.
So we're gonna have a Hammer mirror match with Bova and Nash.
Yeah. Going for the strength stance, interesting. Nash
has like outranging like viability with his spacing. Those Bova, like his sword
stances pretty free. Like you can choose a lot of them just based on personal preference.
Like one of the more balanced characters or legends in the game with stances.
665 is pretty balanced.
He's very adaptable to your playstyle. So I recommend playing Bova if you're interested in Hammer.
Is this a plugin for Bova?
No, of course not. Dude, just because I main Bova doesn't mean I'm plugging Bova every single time I mention him.
Understood.
Yeah, I should plug in Cassidy more, but you know.
Switch to Cassidy, have you?
Yeah, I switched to Cassidy because like the recent sword changes are so weird. Like Sword Sideline has so much recovery nowadays. It's
Sword is still good. Looks like we're having some kind of difficulty.
The whole kit changed, and I had to like adapt my playstyle to the new changes, but I can't be bothered.
I wouldn't say that.
And guns didn't really change except increasing the forces on some things, and like, yeah, let's play Cassidy.
Alright.
Are we gonna finally get a match?
Hopefully they should be able to do everything.
Last tourney, like the most popular maps in the tournaments were Small Mountain Fortress, Shipwrecked.
Well, yeah, that's basically how most of the time it goes until like you start getting people who are more used to either the edge or they want to specifically do things on certain maps. Like Twilight Grove is pretty good if you want to try and get some combo things because it's got a like the way it's made.
It's a very high combo potential zone.
Yeah, sometimes you can just do stuff. And like King's Pass, like if you're very confident on edge and you feel like you can beat your opponent. But yeah, moving on. So starting the game.
So they both seem to be desperate to grab the weapon, just trying to get their recoveries to hit.
And what the hell? That was a very greedy by FJ, trying to go for consecutive ground pounds on his opponent. He's not really in the mood right now, I think. That's pretty just like, oof. But
he's lucky not, so he's playing it slow with the hammer. He's trying to like get the hits in after he attacks. So
yeah, he's doing some like kind of back dodges and trying to getting in. Looks like he's going for a kill right now.
FJ seems to be very aggressive and just like wants to rush in and just attack.
Yeah, FJ is like committing so much with signatures and ground pounds. It's pretty crazy.
Okay, he gets punished by the side stick after he does a quite far away air slide.
He really loves his ground pounds.
I suppose he's be liking on the stage and not going on the edge that much.
Oh,
and
okay.
Itadaki muscle seems to be lagging.
Yeah, or spectator bug, likely. Oh boy, yeah, that's a spectator bug.
Oh boy.
Great start.
Well, I guess these players spectate them killing themselves in our screen, so...
Yeah, looks like to have to rejoin the...
Wait.
No, rejoining the lobby isn't gonna work, maybe? I don't know, I'll try and do it.
Hang on, should I just restart boredom?
No, I'm just rejoining the game. It appears to work. Oh no, it just goes to the winner. So it looks like it's going to be a bit hard to spectate this first game, which is rather unfortunate. It did look like Itakimas was being a bit too careful, like he was missing opportunities and back dodging where he didn't really need to, but he might have gotten that first kill. He did have a bit of a lead, I think. The Bodva was reaching like a kill %.
If the Bodva actually like played a bit more safer with his commitments and just
there was a few like really just crazy commitments like with the ground pounds, but he was doing a pretty good job just because Itadakimas was being too careful, like doing those back dodges, so the FGA could just come in and attack him. So it was a bit, I'm not really sure, because either he'd gone too far and Itadakimas' back dodge would eventually give him the advantage, or maybe
in terms of the players like could have adapted into like each other's playstyle. Like if Itadakimas is gonna continually back dodge, then FJ can easily abuse that.
Yeah.
And, you know, so like the importance of mix-up is showcased here again.
Yeah. In the end, it's just a bit awkward. Because we didn't get to see enough of the game. We didn't even see who got the first stock. But it looks like we're just going to have to wait till this one finishes, and then we'll head into the second game and we can ask who's won.
Yeah.
But I think FJ was in the winning position.
I'm pretty sure. I say that Itadakimasu would have won. In my opinion.
So yeah, we didn't get nearly enough, but I don't know. I do think that FJ needs like that warm up. Like you don't really ground pound like 3 times in a row when someone's right underneath you and is looking for your ground pound. I feel like it's just something you do if you're like not in the zone or you don't really care. So that's a bit awkward.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I can. Like, but then again, was ground pounds have like a lot of recovery, and like they don't really have the greatest.
You usually want a ground pound if it's like guaranteed or you're going for that read, right? So there was just too many ground pounds, basically, I reckon.
And like if say like if the ground pound connected like early game, like it doesn't really lead into many things. I mean, I wouldn't say it was the most smartest.
Okay. They've gone out of game. Okay.
I say Itadakimasu. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, Itadakimasu did win. So that's interesting. I'm not really sure.
I'm pretty sure Itadakimasu
have the game right.
I don't know. I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
I really wish I'd seen it, because then I could have seen how it like changed over the course of the game, because it was a pretty awkward start for both
players were very awkward on grabbing their initial weapon drop.
Yeah, but that was more just like the start fight, right? People usually go for recoveries, ground pound, stairs, that kind of thing, just before going for that weapon, just tossing the enemy off the weapon and then getting it yourself. So people that just go straight for the weapon get punished, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But now there's kind of meta where you go in your recovery, so...
You recovery, then you unarmed, then you go into like another recovery or dare.
Yeah, the recovery's the only really constant thing, but yeah.
3, 2.
Okay, so we're gonna have a match on Mammoth Fortress. There you will see some Edge gameplay, since the Edge is like popular on this map.
Yeah, so hopefully we should be able to actually get some more.
So both players are trying to get each other, but they're like outspacing a bit too hard.
Yeah, both of them spacing. It's Tatakima's getting that combo, going to the dare. Perhaps too many satellites coming out, but he gets the Sair.
Both players just using their side moves and just trying to just catch one of them off guard so they can start their combos with the hammer.
FJ gets punished there, so doing it pretty awkwardly.
Dodges the weapon cross and gets back on stage.
If Itadakimas can actually figure out that he's going so committed for these ground pounds, then he can just punish.
He goes deep, so like simple like weapon toss into a ground pound will just finish him off.
It's really easy to punish that kind of gameplay is the thing. And he's going really committed for SIGs already, and so is Tatakimas.
Both players seems to like their SIGs. It seems to be like they use it as the kill option when they're on red. Alright, the recovery doesn't kill, and he misses the other recovery on the sword. Misses the side SIG as well.
FJ doing a good interrupt there. Tatakimas didn't have his recovery, already burnt it.
Okay,
pretty easy.
Hammer. The classic stop sign on the Boba.
He's going for a lot of names.
From grabbing a weapon, but
gets the nice
hammer combo into an N-sig.
He's loving. He seems to love a certain move. He's just. I think that was actually. He's still not stopping. This is like his 13th Sair, 14th.
He's like trying. Like I get the feeling that he's trying to dish out as much moves as he can, so the opponent doesn't have much options on how to like approach him. I think that's like the style of gameplay.
Other than one recovery, I think that's his 21st Sair in a row.
The guy's committed. Insane. I can understand that.
Oh my god, we're spectator bugging again. Ah, jeez Louise.
Alright, we're having more spectating bugs.
Wonderful.
BGM should fix that properly, but you know, just change one damage on the on the burn there should do the trick on the balance patches.
Hopefully this doesn't continue. Might need to like switch to a new room.
Tournament, I don't even know what to do.
Maybe a new room would work, but I'm not really sure.
I mean, this doesn't really happen to me before. Every single other time, the spectating was completely and utterly fine.
But yeah, hopefully no spectator bugs happen, and the game it's too long works out, but we should probably make a new room.
If Taboo's can get a new room for us, that'd be nice.
Alright. Yeah.
How many people are attending this tourney? It's like top 32, isn't it?
Yeah. It's 32 people, I believe, because the whole point was the 3 people are qualifying for this now, $100 prize pool. So, oh no, it's 16 entrants. So it is, yeah. Oh yeah, it's 16. So it's top 16.
Top 16. All right.
So I'm actually interested in how the seeding went. Like, okay, so it does look like it's like pretty evenly split. So does that mean FJ? They seemed pretty even, FJ and.
Yeah, they did seem even. It's like they weren't trying. Like one side wasn't like dominating the other player. So.
Oh, okay, so Itadakimasu must 1-2-0 that game. So that will be the end of that.
Alright, so we seem to have gotten a new room.
So now it should be good, and... Yep.
Yeah, it's fine and healer Felix.
Just go down the bracket. With... Yeah, so it should be Tiger's game now. See how that goes.
I mean, I haven't seen Hero Felix play.
Tigers remain pretty dominant in the C scene. So...
Carla is kind of like the Carla Alice of school. So...
I'll be sure to keep an eye on what Hero Felix is doing right and wrong.
I mean, you can always analyze Tiger and see how he plays it.
So Wu Shang is apparently what Hero plays. So...
Wu Shang?
I don't know what Tiger will play, but
I think Tiger is probably going to play Yumiko.
Personally, as a Gauntlet main, I don't like Axe that much. And Hammer's a bit awkward for me sometimes. But other than that, so if he does play Yumiko, that's not a bad matchup. I don't think that's like I think that's pretty even with Wushang and Yumiko.
Yeah, I say Tiger's probably gonna go Yumiko, and if he loses with Yumiko, he's gonna switch to either Jala or Bryn.
Yeah.
Mains.
So we'll have to see if oh wait, Nash is picked. Nash and Azoth. This was the expected picks.
Okay, our prediction was completely off. Yeah, we're ready. We're good to go. Now, I predict it's probably gonna be Mama Fortress, 100%.
So I don't really know. But we'll have to see which players can do well.
Alright, let's see how Hero Felix fares against Mr. Tiger.
3, 2, 1.
Now, I haven't seen Azoth in a tourney for a long time.
Alright.
But since Tiger mains the axe weapon, it makes sense that he's attempting to play Azoth for this tourney.
Alright, so we're starting off dominating.
Tiger just seems to be getting his... Oh my.
And so now already Tiger's got that massive stock lead. It's looking pretty over for unless he can get some kind of advantage. And
if Hero Felix can get a stock of Tiger like nowish, then he can make comeback. But
the main
Tiger
problem
seems to be...
he's like floating in these areas.
Hero Felix seems like unsure on like what to do exactly. Like, I don't think he has like a proper game plan on how to beat them.
No, I'm not really sure. I can't really definitely.
He seems to be just floating around, and like I just get this confused vibe.
Yeah, but people do like have those kind of. Now, Tiger's getting to that kill percent, but he can probably take one more hit before he goes down.
Yeah, any move that has high force can probably take him down. But the thing is that Hero Felix is also in that range, so Tiger can just get a sail in there and that probably will kill him.
Yeah, oh no!
Oh, he gets an unarmed side. Nice.
So
Hero Felix is still on the well, he got killed by the recovery. So Tiger still has one stock lead left.
And already, it doesn't look good for Hero. The fact that he's like it doesn't know.
He just seems to struggle like getting
the main problem is Tiger's definitely not letting him float very effectively. Very floaty. He's not even using dares on him. I haven't seen him dare once, I think. So that's really against him. It's not really going to be very effective. unless he can actually start using the proper moves.
I think here Felix is just playing too slowly against a player like Carla.
He's also going for pretty.
Alright, and he gets a low combo off to the stage.
That neutral sig was just your opponent. For him to go into that neutral sig, he has to do something very specific, and then you're just putting yourself in a punishable position. Like, it's not going to work out most of the time.
And there we go. We have Mordex this time, switching over from God, I already forgot what he played.
Played Nash. So none of the.
Now, I don't know how side fares against Axe that well.
I wouldn't really know, but so far this.
And he gets a side sig, which kills off Felix.
Yeah, it's a hero. I think it was being a bit too impatient, went too far. The Tiger's reach. Yeah, he's
just trying to like approach Tiger from the air, but Tiger's just getting those D-lights and says on point, stopping any advancements from happening.
The main problem is that he's going into Tiger, but he's not doing it for any particular reason. He's heading into Tiger, but he can't get a hit on. He can't he's not like punishing Tiger for anything. So he's just moving into Tiger's attacks, and Tiger's not excessively dodging or anything. So it's just ending in failure for him.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
So what he needs to do is he just needs to calm down.
Play it more safely, in my opinion, and just not try to get into Tiger's range too much.
See, now Tiger, it was all mistake for. There we go.
Now he's playing a bit smarter with the scythe and actually punish him with the dares and stuff.
He's definitely doing it a lot better than he was at the start of the game. I think it's pretty clear that he doesn't really know too much about the scythe. Like, he's missing a lot of the hitboxes. He doesn't know them too well, or he's panicking. He's not using them too well. But he is trying to do it right.
He is trying to get some combos off with the sidelines, but Tiger is just dodging all of them.
Oh, it was almost over there. Edge guard didn't quite go through that.
Tried to go for a neutral sig, but didn't work out, and so Tiger just finishes off with a sidelight. And that sets the game. Tiger moves on, and here Felix goes down to loser brackets.
Oh wait, what? Why was that just... Oh no, that was 2 games. Wow.
Yeah, it was 2 games.
Played. Man, oh
no, Zexel was ETC. They're from the same clan.
Wait, why was there 3 disqualifications?
Yes.
There's 3 disqualifications in the bracket. That's a bit crazy. I don't really know why that was.
So SCC is a Bryn player, apparently, and Zexel. Well, it seems to be a Koji mirror match.
That it is.
Black Kojis, alright. Both from the same clan? Okay. Except Zexel is going for the 9-dex Koji. Now does dex like 9-dex
isn't really that bad, like...
What does 9-dex change to like anything?
Gain a lot of...
Well, okay.
Signatures. But 9-dex certainly isn't the worst thing ever. I just personally... I don't think it's like it's something I would choose, but it's definitely not too bad.
Losing at 1 speed is, I don't know, like... If it was losing defense or something, I would take it, but like... And then again, I prefer my speed stances, so like I don't see the point in 9-dex that much on Koji.
Yeah. So far there's been a lot of side airs in this game. Dare connects, and he goes...
And it gets the right sig.
Dare connects. Goes for that and down sig. Doesn't get greedy though. He's liking these down sigs that are like.
I hit on the down sigs, yeah.
Oh, that down air
But
will
he just
finish.
there off stage and knocks out Zexal. No, he has a slight lead on Zexal, so if Zexal can like easily get a KO on him, then it will be an even match.
Yeah, but he's not quite at kill percent. He still needs to get those hits, and SDC can probably get some damage off before then. Especially if he goes for some more greedy signatures like that side sig just then. And that down sig, he really wants this kill, and he's trying to like fish for it rather than actually get it. That, yeah,
Nair would kill, yeah. I was gonna say, like, if you want to kill, then I think Nair would be a good option. Since he likes to have a...
Nair's pretty good.
Yeah, a lot.
The buff.
It's a bow mirror match, and both players are just... They're both dodging, like, correctly to stop the combos from happening. Except it's reading Zexal a bit more.
I haven't seen too many bow mirror matches, so this is pretty...
I think it's dependent on who can get like the 3-hit combo consistently on the other player, just to rack up that damage.
That's not really a consistent combos, I think. But
like the 3-hit one, the
side light, D light,
side
light,
and
D light. Oh yeah, but that's one move. It's not like 3 hits. It's 2 hit. I guess you can consider it 3 hits.
Well, the 3 hits, like you get the bow swing and then like the little arrow and then like a D light arrow. That's what I mean, like.
I get you.
So he seems to be switched over to sword, and he's trying to engage Zexal up in the air.
He needs to probably just... Oh, that was almost correct.
I think if he held it a bit longer, slightly, that would have got Zexal.
Maybe, but it was probably incorrect in the first place because Zexal only almost went into it because he dodged down into it. Like, that was a bit crazy.
Now Zexal just getting some unarmed damage on him, and back to the bow mirror match. Both players are fairly even in this game.
SDC's recovering a little bit. Zexal was ahead. Oh, Zexal could have...
SCC likes to go for those D-Sigs.
Move selection perhaps a bit off with both players. But he gets that downlight. And the item
tosses STC into the lose. I was gonna go with somewhere there, but I completely lost track. Alright, so Zexal takes the first match over STC. Now let's see if they're gonna stick with the same.
They're looking at that 9 deck stance, you can see why I personally don't like. It takes off speed, and I personally
speed stands on the totally take away.
Default is, oof. I would argue that's definitely incorrect to decks. And bow. So, bit interesting choice there. Perhaps hasn't done his research on his dex values, but I might just be wrong myself. Do you like Nets?
No, this is
behind.
The sword mirror match, and Zexal is getting back the damage on SDC. It seems to be dependent on which player has to float over the other. Like once one person gets into a flow, then they can get some damage on.
Yeah.
But it's just initiating that flow of attacks that's a problem.
They've both been pretty hesitant.
Oh, it seems to be they changed the bow skin, so into the Cupid one. That's what I noticed so far.
I personally find it interesting that of the 4 players, 2 of them have been really greedy with ground pounds. I don't know if that's like a C thing or whatever, but I just personally find that particularly interesting.
Maybe part of like the C meta, who knows? I mean, it's like the start of play day, like you see in tournaments, is dependent on like what region, like the ranked like players do a lot.
and so the stocks have been even.
The stocks have been even, yeah. STC going for some unarmed combos on Zexo, getting them off. And he picks up a sword, goes for a gravity cancel, but misses that.
Really greedy ground round from STC there. These nairs are getting them, and the recovery.
Goes for a D-sig, and I don't even know if that would have connected in any situation.
Like said, doesn't quite remove him from play.
Goes for an early ground pound on Zexo.
Way too early, wasn't able to finish off the edge guard.
Sarah doesn't kill either, and the weapon parts. Goes for another early ground pound.
He's just ground pounding way too early with his.
Zexo just playing a patient and just trying to get some damage off. And the weapon toss connects on Zexo's behalf.
Yeah, the item toss seemed really effective against STC.
STC doesn't seem to have he doesn't dodge when
what he does is he jumps and then he waits. He's trying to time out his jumps, but he does it pretty badly. And that means he just dies to item toss.
Goes for a ground pound missing that.
These are just way too early.
Amazing.
Yeah. In the end, off stage was definitely a massive weakness of STC's. He really needs to
at the end.
be careful.
Zexo managed to capitalize on that and get a nice gimp on STC.
But now we should be moving on to Jerry K.
Jerry K versus Holox. Okay, seems to be Tori versus Azov. Jerry seems to be copying Tiger a bit and going with the Azov. Not quite sure on his performances though. He played Yumiko last tourney and his bow was pretty solid.
It seems to be a little bow, much more.
I was expecting a bit more scythe and along other things, but I only seen one player use the scythe weapon.
We did see Mordex.
We did see Mordex, yeah. Jerry going for the air game on the bone. Already setting Holox on light orange.
I actually very approve of Jerry's play up in a little while. Down sig. Sure, there was any option he could go for, but there was actually.
His options are pretty good. Just Holox is pretty good at just outspacing them.
Yeah, that was really not.
Now both players missing their attacks a bit until Holox gets the sidelight off. Jerry trying to get the stairs off.
Pretty on. Might need to slow down a little bit.
Jerry's not greedy with the SIGs. He seems to be more careful on when to do his SIGs. The DC doesn't kill.
Not be too greedy with those things.
Holox seems to be a little bit more greedy with the 6, trying to get a kill option on Jerry.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's a bit desperate right now.
Not going off stage at all. Misses the D-light there, unfortunately. Jerry just keeping it patient. And that's it. Holox doesn't have enough jumps and recoveries to get back on stage.
He's still falling into this same trap. Those servers are bad.
You seem to be hang on. So Jerry has a massive one-stop lead on Holox.
And a damage lead. It's pretty over.
I mean, they are on shipwreck, so if Holox can get like a sword gimp off onto Jerry, then it'll be
actually be over with how Holox can get some good punch. But oh no, the side sig, I wasn't.
Yeah, you're trying to get sig on Holox, as you can see.
Oh, that's probably, yeah, Holox is gone. So that'll be the first game. He's still the same picks repeated.
Three, two, one, brawl!
Alright. So far, Jerry is the only one who's Alex seems to be pretty patient. He's going for those nairs. Jerry misses an opportunity there for an end light or a side light, that kind of thing.
Yeah, he's trying to go for a side light to get that classic side light D-light combo on Holox to build up that damage. But it seems that Holox seems to have a fair amount of lead on him.
Jerry should be able to take it back, just no, he's missed a few opportunities now just because he's been pretty careful. It seems he doesn't want Holox getting even more of a lead than he does, even willing to sacrifice opportunities just to be safe.
But Holox seems to be playing safe as well and trying to get in that little bit more damage to get into the kill range.
Both players aren't really wanting to commit, especially Holox. Holox is being very careful with his positioning right now. Cherry gets that end light, gets it again, covering up his side sig.
Oh, misses the gravity cancel D sig. Holox narrowly avoiding that. If Jerry did it a bit closer to the ground, I think that would have hit Holox.
Yeah. So it is getting very slow. Holox is being very uncommittal.
No, Holox could have D-light punish on Jerry's end sig, but no.
And just
there's a sense of uncertainty in the air right now.
Yeah, Holox just really doesn't want to take damage. But Jerry is slowly taking the advantage, even though Holox is trying to be very careful. I think perhaps he should have taken his lead and tried to extend it rather than just trying to back out as he has been playing.
And then Sir kills him. Holox is basically on the same damage level as Jerry.
He doesn't have that great advantage. He did have he lost it. So
he didn't capitalize on it, no.
Yeah. Which doesn't bode very well. What advantage did he have that he lost?
But Azov has some considerable damage on his sigs. Like getting a few sigs on him, Holox is just game over, to be honest.
Holox is just sticking far away and then going for punishes, but he's too far away to get to those punishes.
And a bow recovery just finishes off Holox off the top.
Now, yeah, Holox wants a weapon.
Now Holox is doing a lot of back dodging, and not Jerry he back dodges into the middle of Jerry, so he can't really use many moves on his spear because spear doesn't have many moves that hit stacks anymore. Dealer doesn't hit stacks.
I think Jerry's main problem is the fact that he's losing some of the opportunities he's getting. Holox going for that early ground pound.
They're sad not killing Jerry. And
the item throw was very close. Oh.
And he gets a dare on Jerry and sending Jerry the KO range.
Jerry goes a bit of a gimp there, but he didn't even go off stage with that ground pound. Not too. Oh.
Ground pound. But the D-Sig drops. Holly's trying to hug the wall a bit, but since there's wall sleep introduced in the game, it's not a viable option anymore.
I think Jerry needs to, when he's on the off that edge, just keep going for those end lights. Covers more area than Sigs do. Yeah, like so.
Oh, the weapon toss doesn't not kill Holox, but he grabs a bow, he goes for the side Sig. No, that's the end Sig, isn't it? Yeah, that's the side Sig. I don't know, he's on both Sigs.
Oh, side Sig comes out. So does end Sig. Jerry misses opportunity.
Trying to get a kill on Holox here with his Sigs. A simple nail or Sarah will probably get him more near to death.
It's been a very close game. Holox staying a bit too far out. Oh my, the bow recovery not quite connecting. He's just looking to cinch it out with that bow recovery.
Oh, and the lingering on the Sig knocks out Holox.
Yep, and that will end that.
Alright, next match will be Wadhi and Itadakimasu.
Yep, so we're up to the final match of the
bracket. No, a bracket.
Yep.
Now, yeah, final match of the winners quarterfinal.
Alright. That should be all good. So far, I think Jerry was a bit... He wasn't like quite getting... He was a bit too hesitant sometimes. But other than that, he played pretty well.
I would say so the same. It's just, if he just goes for the... If he just gets the opportunities like that are shaped, that like... If he just you know, uses the window of opportunity that the opponents makes, then I think he will like fare better later on in the matches he needs to play in cornies.
Yeah. Other than that, it was pretty good. Sometimes he got a bit. He used too many signatures, but for the most part, it was pretty good use of them.
Alright, so it's Itadakimasu versus Wadhi, and we unfortunately didn't really see Itadakimasu matches, did we?
I was going on all about how I was like, oh yeah, we'll get to see Itadakimasu's game, so we'll get more information on him, and no, we didn't get to see them, unfortunately.
Maybe Brawl just heard you and just wanted to prove you wrong.
Oh, the Brawl servers were just out to get me. Karma, right there.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so it's gonna be Mirage versus Nash on Shipwreck. Now what he, from the last tourneys I seen him playing, his scythe is actually like capable. He's capable of playing the scythe properly.
Yeah.
Itadakimasu trying to
yeah, he does wait after those sidelights, going for those punches.
What he is just outspacing his hammer.
Yeah,
and the side stick kills him.
That was a very good one.
No, what he like nearly like getting the whole stock off without getting any damage on himself. With the Itadakimasu needs to like. Well, get some. He needs to make a miracle comeback, to be honest.
He needs to be a lot less hesitant and actually make his own opportunities, rather than trying to let his opponent just overextend themselves.
Now, what he got second place on the tourney, I think, on week 2 or week 3. No, on week 2. Seems that he's staying the same consistent skill level over the weeks, perhaps even improving.
I think Itadakimasu's problem is when Wadhead lets him go in, he just goes in pretty blindly, and so he gets punished for it. And when he's waiting for Wadhead to go in, he eventually just he does it like pretty awkwardly, so he just gets punished.
I don't think he's like, he knows exactly on how to punish the scythe properly.
I think he just needs to improve his movement, I think, and his dodge reactions. Because it's almost always a back dodge, right? You hit him with something, he back dodges. Oh no, he dodged up there.
No, he's just getting hit by the SIGs. What he's just making good use of his SIGs and just pressuring into ducking and master with this damage. Now both of Itazaki's masters are not really gimping weapons, so I don't know how he's gonna make a comeback if he does.
Just good play. He's doing alright. He's excessively dodging. Oh no.
And the D-Sig, the dodging D-Sig just kills him off. Mirage SIGs still being pretty powerful. They've been nerfed many times.
Yeah, they're still quite good, especially the spear down SIG, so quick to come out.
Now, does Mirage's hitbox disappear when she's like goes underneath the ground and then like pops up again? I was actually never quite sure if that was the case or not.
Yeah, it's some pretty interesting SIGs, but I reckon the down SIG for spear on Mirage's kit is definitely one of the best.
Yep, agreed. Yeah, I definitely agree.
It's just so powerful. And yeah.
Now, Itadaki Master seems to switch to Orion after not having good luck with Nash.
I think you can definitely just, if you watch his attack master, you can see those excessive dodges. Wade actually also excessively dodging as well. Both of them are just too afraid of being hit. See, look at that. Both of them are just dodging for no reason. They don't see any aggression.
I think that's like, I think what you call just like trying to bait like the opponent into moving into you, man. It was like when
but you still need to be dodging like in reaction to something, rather not just like dodging out. Because if someone was coming at you and you just dodged out like that, if people just double dodge into a side attack, they'd probably be able to punish you. Like it's pretty awkward. Gets the sideline to downline.
Well, he's just trying to. I mean, it seems to be more even match this game. But what he's not getting. I think it's because what he is using his scythe more than his scythe. I mean, what? What he's using his spear more than his scythe.
Yeah, I think his spear is still, while it still beats the Tucky Master, it seems that scythe just absolutely dominated. We'll have to see if that actually continues though. It's a Tucky. Oh,
Tucky Master getting a side sig on Orion.
So that side sig, what he just wasn't prepared for it. So his Tucky Master is in the winning position.
No, his lance is now the lance versus the Sare just kills him, alright.
The Sare has quite a good knockout value, really.
No, it's back to spear as a scythe, and that's where Ikedaki started just getting a lot of damage on him. But he seems to be sparing. He seems to be running and spamming the Sare. He seems to be working on Wahi.
Wade seems to be playing pretty ground against that, like a range of the Sare pretty well against him. And the Nair, like when Wade tries to like punish that Sare, like coming straight into a Takimas, Sare just switches to Nair and gets that punish.
No, I think this Itadaki Master is gonna go for a bit more SIGs now since Wade's on kill range. Because that's what he's done. That's what he's been doing before.
Yeah. But it's good to very easily get the kill here. Probably should have just recovered to punish that up dodge from Monty.
Seems to be sticking on the ground, so like I think like a ground pound would actually will work on Monty. But Monty misses the D-Sig and he gets a punish with Tadaki Master's own D-Sig.
Yeah, which puts him again in the winning position even more so than before. If his Wadi is getting just too patient, not letting not creating his own opportunities anymore, and Takimas is actually just getting those hits that he desperately needs.
Oh, okay. Lance recovery could be used, but still stuff.
Yeah, using Nairs.
He seems to adapt it to what his play style of just like going into him. Because he's playing on a bit more safer with Nairs and Sares, playing the aerial game more.
He hasn't gone for like any downlights either, because what he basically sticks to the ground, going for those side string starters.
It seems to be that Itadaki Masu is forcing Wadhi to play the area game with him.
Yeah. But what he's still just sticking to the ground and getting those punishes. It could be over here. No, it doesn't.
And he grabs a lance. Wadhi's just punishing his moves. And the D6 kills again.
That'll be the 2-0, moving into the winners series.
Our next match is Tiger vs Zexal. Let's see if Zexal is gonna stick. Tiger's sticking with the ace of this tourney.
Interesting pick. Looks like he's committed to it.
I mean, he's taking the Diana stance, I think. Or Zexal going the exact same copy.
Interesting pick.
No, okay, we're seeing a different match this time on Twilight Grove. Alright. Now, Tiger's axe was pretty dominant against the Killer Felix. It depends on if Zexal can actually punish Tiger's moves.
Yeah. So far, it isn't the worst. Zexal getting that downlight, but Tiger's taking back that tempo. Yeah, see, what I see a lot of people doing against Tiger for no reason is they just hover into him and get punished. Yeah, see, what was that damage?
They want to hover in. I think they're like under the assumption that like the axe has a lot more recovery than they think they do.
But it doesn't help that they're missing their punishes either. Like, he tried to sidelight with unarmed Tiger there and he just missed, and he got so much damage taken onto him because of it. I think what people need to do versus Tiger is stop just floating into him, make sure their moves have more purpose than they currently have. Like, that N-Sig was a great example. Like, Tiger was floating into them, so instead...
They need to stick onto the ground and play more spacing against Tiger.
That's more of a against bow and axe thing, right? Because if you try and go at that diagonal angle against bow and axe, they've got downlight and endlight, so it's just much better.
Much better if. Alright, that was a quick game. Jeez.
3 stocks, pretty quick games.
Stock on Zexal. Not even a 2-minute game. Now Zexal switching over to Yumiko.
We'll see if that changes anything. No, I can't really do anything with that.
I mean, Zexal this time has the hammer, which is actually like a pretty solid ground-based weapon.
That was a very good punish from Zexal. But again, just missing that side air. Like, it's both the side airs that he's missed and gotten punished for, they haven't even been close to hitting Tiger. Interesting ground pound.
I think he was trying to go for recovery, but like, misimported. Zexal's still trying, just hovering around Tiger.
He needs to be a bit careful with his dodges, because I see too many, oh, that was good. So it was
side sig. Now, Yukimo's side sig, I still like have difficulties like understanding the attack.
Oh, side sig from Azoth.
And the side sig from Azoth just knocks out Zexal out.
Side sig, powerful move. Doesn't quite get the punish there, but in there it was probably better.
Hovering around Tiger a bit, but gets a nice end-line into Tiger.
Tiger gets an end-light back. Recovery.
And the recovery sends him off, doesn't get the kill, but the Sare dodges the throw. I mean, I think if he didn't, then he would have died, so that was a pretty good dodge by him. Oh, there was a clash.
Tiger down sigs the wrong way.
And the Sare knocks out Tiger. No, Zexal's still it's still hovering a bit, trying to like fish off from like some stairs. The Tiger's having none of that and sticking with the ground.
And Zexal
And the Ansig kills. I mean, not the Ansig, the side sig. Now,
It's looking
like
a lot better for Zexal than this game, but it's still not what side sig connects. Oh.
Okay, these sig flames were right in him, but they weren't active, eh? Now, when does Axe sideline into D-line actually like not true?
I don't actually know the damage ranges. I don't. But
okay, nice and bright man, man. Tiger's trying to get the dare off Zexal, and he, after multiple attempts, he gets it off.
After a lot of dares, they got there.
Tiger takes the game of 2-0. Now it's Jerry K versus Wadhi on the winners semi-finals.
Yep.
Now Wadhi beat Jerry in the losers finals in week 2. Now I don't know if it's going to be a repeat of that or not, but let's see.
Yeah, rematch initiated.
Jerry hasn't been able to go into the finals lately.
I believe he got third in at least 2, or maybe even 3.
He got third in week 2 and week 3. In week 2 he got beaten by Wadhi, and then in week 3 he got beaten by Hexted.
Yep, moving into the game. Jerry sticking with that Azol pick.
No, it seems to be like exactly the matchup we had on the previous game versus Yumiko and Azov.
Yeah, it is, except this time it's on Mammoth.
I can see like the similarities between Jerry and like Tiger's Axe. But like compared to like Jerry and Tiger, like on the Axe plays, I think I think Jerry.
The difference is that Jerry dodges a lot more than Tiger.
Tiger's positioning on like he doesn't rely on his dodges at all. He just relies on his positioning against the weapons. But Jerry's more reliant on his dodges to actually make a follow-up attack.
That should be, yeah, that's it.
And the triple dare on what he gets him out. Jerry with aim.
To that second one, you just know they're gone because they've only got like the one dodge left. They've used their the one jump left. They've used their dodge, and it's just over for them.
And if they did make it back in the stage, the amount of damage they took from the 3 dares would have made it very difficult for them to not get knocked down on the stage.
Yeah.
Very trying to go for some greedy dares on Wadhi.
Wadhi's definitely not looking too good right now.
Jerry's backstop has been read by Wadhi, and so we couldn't get the offstage correct.
Jerry is also a lot more fishing for sigs, kind of. Tiger doesn't really rely on them, but Jerry does.
Tiger's more reliant on just getting like the proper attack in when the situation calls for it, and just getting that damage on.
And that's how it should be. You should be just going for the moves that are going to hit. You shouldn't be going, okay, if this hits, then I'll knock them out. You should be going, okay, I can hit this move right now. Acting.
But eventually, like, this game is designed that eventually, like, any move can knock out the opponent.
Yeah, so usually...
Besides gun, like, end light or something like that.
Jerry gets very impatient coming back on the edge, recoveries into nothing.
What he can get Jerry off stage, but it seems that the Ansig would have just killed him.
Azoth Ansig showing its power, being able to hit up directly above you as well as being an anti-aerial. Pretty strong.
If it doesn't hit stack, does it?
No, that would be busted.
Imagine if he did. Oh my god.
But yes, probably gonna see Mammoth again. Yep.
Alright, Mammoth being a top favorite for any C tourneys.
Yeah, moving to this one, same picks. I'm pretty sure it's favored to Jerry. Just Jerry needs to calm down, not use as many SIGs, not let himself get punished that much. Other than that, he wins most of his matches. As long as he doesn't go too impatient with those, he should have it in the bag.
No, it's a bar mirror match this time.
But he almost goading that gimp, that ground pound not quite connecting though.
What he seems to understand that Jerry likes to use his SIGs, so he's playing a bit cautious when he's approaching Jerry, just in case he gets hit by a side SIG or a down SIG.
Good punish by Waddy with that end line. He's taking it that off Jerry. He has got the advantage right now, doesn't quite get that punish, did that bit too late, bit too fearful of that down SIG. Right now, I think what he wants that side SIG, but I'm not really sure. Gets hit.
Oh, the recovery doesn't kill. I was expecting it to kill, but no. With A's of high force and Yukima's low defense, and that doesn't kill either.
He should have dodged to the left, straight onto the wall, the way Jerry was positioned.
Good dodge cancel on the wall, yeah.
You can probably he misses that side SIG.
And then Nair doesn't. Nair connects, but doesn't.
Nair connects
again. And Nair doesn't kill again.
Jerry was even lower than the first time, so
And the third Nair takes the charm and kills off Jerry off the top.
Very good punish by Wade. Wade being both of them not really want to commit that much. And suddenly, or both of them committing so much at one time. Getting
those SIGs properly. What he doesn't seem to like use his SIGs that much, outside of his side SIG.
There's been a lot of bow in this tournament, which is
there has been a lot of bow. I was expecting like any Yukima player to use like the combo that Yukima has, such as the D6.
Yeah, there has been very little D6 coming out from Waddy, if at all. So perhaps he's just relying on those, he just likes the weapon combination, is relying just on his skill at the weapons rather than specifically wanting to play Yumiko. Yeah. It is possible that he hasn't quite got that experience with her yet, which begs the question, why is she playing him in this tourney? But oh well.
I mean, he could be just getting it to practice for later tourneys. But since it's like the last tourney for C, so like, wouldn't you play like the main you have?
Yeah, you have like another month to prepare. So this is where you go big or go home, right? And it's go big or go home for Woody right now. He needs to be careful not to let that damage stack up on him. It is pretty even now.
Very in the D-lives while Waddy was hovering above him trying to grab that weapon, which was a nice weapon guarding from Jerry.
Greedy. He could easily still lose this, and he is losing it. Gets that punish though. Recovery's being a bit of his nemesis though. He's getting punished for him.
Oh, and a nice throw into the dodge lead S-line.
He got impatient, came back to stage. An air hits.
Oh, the recovery just misses. Now any SIG would be disastrous for each.
Neither one of them really wants to commit that much. That is resulting to punishing each other. Jerry trying to get in to what is range.
Oh, and the side hit connects, getting that damage on, forcing Jerry to be on the off stage for a while.
Recovery's not going to connect.
Oh, and the side hit kills Jerry. Nice.
Which means that it goes to 1-1.
I think this is the first time we got a 1-1 this tourney while we're casting.
It's been pretty one-sided. Yeah, I see there's been losses, 2-1s in the losers bracket. This is the first loss in the winners bracket. Which is rather interesting.
No, this is a match for either players. Will Jerry take his revenge back and beat Wadhi in the
Interesting pick,
semi-finals?
going for that Barazza instead of the Azoth. Perhaps more confident with the guns than he is with that bow. Doesn't like the bow mirror match, perhaps.
I haven't seen Jerry's gun, so like I'm not quite sure like proficiency with the weapon. He grabs his guns, alright.
So we'll see the proficiency firsthand. Wadhi really nervous, doesn't want to engage whatsoever, not confident in unarmed apparently at all.
But unarmed versus guns, like it's risky because like one like mistake can like rack up so much damage, whereas guns are
I think Jerry needs to take that cue. He needs to go, okay, he's not confident, he's unarmed. As soon as I disarm him, weapon stuff. Like, he just needs to starve Wadhi of his weapons at all costs, I think, because if he's that, like, uncertain without weapons, he's going to be really stuffed if Jerry can just starve him.
And Jerry just going for some interesting move choices with his recoveries and that previous Brawlhalla Sig.
I don't know, this isn't looking like a very good pick. He doesn't seem too confident with those guns. He's certainly not doing bad by any any sense of the world, but he's certainly not getting the right spacing, right move selection. He was probably better off going to either sticking to the Axe character he was already on, perhaps a different one. I'm not really sure exactly what he specializes in.
Stick knocking me out, and what he takes a lead. Now when he grabs the bow, now I think what his bow is better than his hammer.
Yeah, both have been pretty effective so far. Both the bow and the hammer doing work.
And now Jerry avoids the weapon throw, which gets him killed. No,
I hope Jerry knows right now to go for that weapon staff. Keep Wadhi off weapons. Looks like he hasn't picked it up as much. He's keeping Wadhi off the weapons, but he's not picking up. Yeah, he's just sticking to those guns.
He seems to be trying to like bait Wadhi into like his range by staying near the weapon.
Yeah, but the problem was he was chucking out hitboxes rather than simply waiting for Wadhi to overextend himself. He is getting these punishes though. Wadhi's coming in a bit awkward, so Jerry gets the punishes. He does do pretty well with these guns.
He doesn't seem to follow up on like his attacks that often. He seems to be like get one attack off, then move around a bit, one attack off, move around a bit. That's the
still
kind of...
good enough to get those hits.
Now Brazzo also has pretty high defense, so I mean Yumiko's though force he has to like what he has to deal like a lot more damage than Jerry has to do. Brazzo has
like he was just warming up with his guns. Probably should have held in that ground pound. Tried to get the extra elevation. Ground recovery is pretty good.
And the gun recovery doesn't kill off Jerry. I mean, Wadhi.
No, yeah, he does go for that recovery, but he isn't able to clinch it. He's going for those grounded recoveries. It has worked for him before, so that's what he wants out of this. Though perhaps he's fishing for it a bit too hard now.
Now Jerry's unable to get the kill on Wadhi, and Wadhi's just racking up more of the damage on Jerry, reducing his lead when Wadhi or Jerry actually dies.
Both players not able to find these hits.
No, the third does not.
Jerry will be able to get that dodge back and punish that early ground pound. Not even close to hitting Jerry.
It seems that C players just have early ground pound issues.
It does seem they need to improve their edge guards a lot more. But other than that, it's been pretty solid gameplay.
Now Jerry just playing a bit more safer, while what he tries to go for any attacks that just try to connect Jerry into somewhere into a favorable position where he can just get knocked out.
And what he is panicking right now. Like, he's been able to get this kill on Jerry. I think he's just panicking. Oh no, the Sair does it. for a little while there, Jerry was just getting lots of hits on. I imagine just what he'd starting to panic and really wanting that kill.
Now, Waddy and Jerry in like even matches, making this quite a close game. Both players just dodging in sync, but not actually punishing it.
That's exactly what I mean. Like these excessive dodges is what's removing punishes for Jerry. Like if he just didn't dodge at certain points when the two of them are dodging towards each other, etc., then he could get these punishes. But instead, he's put in those iframes. He can't do anything, and he misses the punish.
Like frame locking himself out of punishes.
Yeah. I haven't actually seen very many, if any, downlights from Jerry, but now that he's doing them, he's putting himself in recovery.
Downlight is a very risky move because of the long recovery and active frames. Not the long recovery, the long active.
He really wants these grounded recoveries. I don't think there's something he should be fishing for, rather that they're a punish he could possibly get.
And why he seems lagged out?
I don't know if that was spectator bug or if it was a lag out. It looks like they're still in game, so I'm gonna go with spectator bug.
Okay.
So we'll just have to see who wins. It was pretty close at the end. I do think Jerry had that advantage, just as long as he I think the main fault was the fact that he was relying on not SIGs. I don't think he hit like a single SIG in that game. He wasn't able to get those hits on.
Yeah, I can see what you mean by that. I don't think he's confident with his like Brawlhalla like.
Does look like the game is over? Oh, Jerry did get it. And so it is Jerry versus Tiger now, or are we going down to the losers bracket? Jerry, where'd you go? Come back, Jerry. Come back. Yay.
Alright.
For Jerry versus Tiger.
Okay. So this is the grand finals, everyone. Jerry versus Tiger.
Winners finals. Not the grand.
Winners final. Not grand finals, my mistake.
We'll get to the grand finals eventually. Don't you worry. So, oh yeah. So after this, we'll be going down to like the losers quarterfinals. People will be duking it out there. And then eventually we'll get to that losers final and we'll see who can verse either Tiger or Jerry in the grand finals.
It seems that Jerry switched back to Yumiko that I seen him play last tourney.
I'm wondering if it's either a counter pick or is it a just I'm versing Tiger, I'm just gonna have fun or something. I don't know.
I think it's a to be honest.
Because I know Tiger and Jerry know each other pretty well.
I mean, they do verse each other in ranked often. So they're familiar with each other's playstyles.
Yeah. At the start, Jerry's looking Tiger.
Now Jerry's like he's getting his hammer attacks on any SIGs. Jerry's not making the mistakes that other players did on like hovering around like Tiger that much.
I think Tiger's making mistakes now. He's dodging too much. He's the Punisher. We'll see if the correct. He could just be the start of the game. Yeah, he stopped dodging. Instead, just relying on hitting his opponent. Only seeing those tech dodges moving towards his opponent.
Finally seeing that D-Sig.
Yeah, finally in action. Oh, and the recovery barely hits.
And the recovery barely hits, but knocks the Tiger off, making Jerry have to lead. Now Jerry's just spacing on Tiger, but he goes for a greedy N-Sig on Tiger. Grab a weapon.
And there it is, Tiger gets that side sig, knocks Jerry out. Jerry has that lead.
Jerry has a big lead on Tiger.
It's definitely looking favored for Jerry. Don't know about that down sig.
I didn't even know if like that down sig would have gone anywhere. like as a combo potential. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he already used his recovery beforehand.
Yeah, there wasn't much else he could follow it up with. I think it was probably not very well thought out. Tiger with a really bad dodge there and got punished for it by Jerry.
Oh, and the ground pound into the Sair. Now I'm pretty sure Tiger could have dodged the Sair, but he seemed to didn't react fast
He was
enough.
trying to get that spacing, but he Jerry still got that lead. Oh no, that was so... Just the frames of the SIG lingering quite long enough.
Jerry's trying to get some stomps, but Tiger with the side SIG does knock him out.
Unfortunately. Right there, he should have gone for an end light rather than a side light. He got punished for it.
Now the players are both even matched. Tiger with his preferred weapon of the axe. Jerry misses the combo of the D-light into the dare.
It's gotten very close now. Could go to either player. Jerry keeping off that item. Tiger missing the item pickup, but he got it anyway.
And C6 grabs it, and the ground pound knocks Tiger off, and Jerry takes the first round. Nice.
Jerry 1-0, starting off the best of 5 at a very good note.
Alright, both players are sticking with their weapons.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Legend's still locked in. Tiger confident he can beat Jerry with this Azoth. And it looks like he had a pretty bad dodge there, but other than that, it's pretty...
Now the bow mirror match seems to be in favor of Tiger at the moment. Actually, I'm not really sure. Both seem to be
It's pretty dead even. What just happened there?
I don't even know what that was. Both players just sat down for a moment and just took a little breather.
Jerry using all of his movement options. Oh, that was all. I will admit that was pretty well played by Jerry, but unfortunately, he wasn't quite in the right position. He needed to float to the left as he was coming up, then dodge up with the down air. And right now, he's just being juggled by Tiger.
Seems to be like a complete construct from the previous match.
Suddenly, everything's gone wrong. And Jerry's just suddenly getting destroyed by Tiger. He can still take this back, but it'll be pretty hard with how much damage has been racked on him. Not going for the impatient coming up, not falling into that side SIG. But there it is, too impatient, gets punished. And right now, Jerry is 2 stocks behind, and Tiger isn't even in kill range. But he's quickly going towards it. Jerry keeps this up. He might not be in the worst position, but unfortunately, not all good things last forever. And Jerry is now very hurt.
It seems that Tiger might actually 3-stock Jerry at this rate. No, the hammer side SIG proves you wrong.
It won't be a 3-stock, but it's not look game Jerry can win against him. Oh, that was very close.
No, Jerry, I don't think can make a comeback at this rate, but we'll see.
Anything is going to be able to take him out. There it is, side SIG.
Player 1 wins.
Alright.
One, and while the first game was that second game, it was a lot different.
It was very different, yeah.
If it continues like that, Jerry hasn't got a single clove. Hope.
Okay, Jerry swapped over to his Bova. Interesting.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
I see how much of a difference that makes. It shouldn't make too much of a difference. Switching that bow for that hammer. Sword, I mean. We'll see how sword goes though. Sword might work quite well.
Against Azel, because Azel just outranges most sword kids. But we'll see.
We'll see how it goes. Both of them miss, but Jerry misses the punish. Excessive dodge. Interesting neutral stick comes out. Oh, he misses the punish in that recovery. Goes that down air, but unfortunately not gonna go. Not gonna work. And it looks like Tiger's got that massive advantage. Neutral stick almost chucking Jerry off.
Okay, and Jerry gets, I mean not Jerry, Tiger gets a nice dare on the middle. Finishing off Jerry.
And once again, he's got that massive stock advantage. Like, it's so polarizing when you're just getting absolutely smashed like this.
Seems that Tiger has got his flow back from the first game that he had with Jerry. Just having like good timing with his dares. Just reading Jerry.
Very good spacing with those recoveries. That's what Jerry should have done from the start, I think. As soon as it wasn't working, he needed to, as soon as he had an opportunity, he needed to go and escape Tiger. Because Tiger's spacing with those recoveries, I'll admit, was incredible.
And that dare kills off Jerry.
And once again, Jerry, it looks like he hasn't got a hope. 2 minutes in, 2 stocks down. Azoth. Oh, Tiger not quite out just yet, but Jerry probably is. He's only got that one jump left. Though, yet, oh my god. It's no, it doesn't quite kill Jerry. This looks like a 3 stock. Not quite though. It's a nice 3 stock.
Alright, but Jerry's still on low red, and I think any attack would kill him. So I think this is a match for Tiger. Yep.
Player 1 wins.
It's over. So now, 2-1. Just one more game. Tiger will progress to the grand finals. Jerry K switching to that call.
No, so this is a 2-1 and the match point for Tiger.
Yep. Both of them with those speed stances for the 6-5, 6-5.
Interesting. No, Jerry seems to be liking his hammer, so.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, 3 hammer legends going up. Perhaps you think it's a good match versus Tiger? Maybe just trying out those different weapons, seeing how those go. Tried to defend that weapon, but was unsuccessful in doing so. Tiger and Jerry both missing a lot. Oh, don't know how good Jerry is with those gauntlets. So, oh, interesting. Tempted to punish. Would have gotten that dodge up. Doesn't seem like he knows all his way around gauntlets all too well. He certainly is doing things pretty well. But he's going too high up. Tiger getting that down light into a ground pound really
I think just getting off stage when Tiger has an axe is going to be very detrimental to Jerry.
Yeah, Tiger knows his offstage really well. Jerry isn't too far behind, but Tiger's getting some... Those side sig punishes when people get too close. I think with those grab cancels Jerry's doing, if he switched that end sig to a side sig, it would actually work the way Tiger dodged just then. Which is rather interesting.
Now the Tiger misses the end sig, but
Jerry
the nair doesn't kill off, but the weapon toss, Jerry tries to go for a recovery or something like that, anything. Doesn't work out. Tiger misses his D sig again and again. Both players trying to get Jerry's trying to go back on stage, but Tiger's with his edge guarding, making it hard for Jerry.
Tiger already 2 stocks up once again. And now it's all up to whether Jerry can take stocks, and he's taking a lot of damage.
Alright, Jerry Kane talks up 1 stock of Tiger, but with Tiger's impressive lead, I think it's going to be the same, same result as last time.
Alright.
Tiger just going for some SIGs.
He probably can at this point, like Jerry's almost gone. That'll do it.
Nice. Gravity cancel D-line into the ground pound finish of Jerry, and Tiger moves on to the grand finals.
So now Jerry moved down to the finals of the losers bracket. And Zexel and Holox and Wardhe and Serkei will be the ones that will fight it out to see who can burst Jerry to go back to that winner's bracket.
Alright, losers bracket it is then. We have Wardhe and Sierra playing for us.
Yeah. So far we've seen Zexel and we've seen Wardhe, but we haven't seen Holox or Serkei. Sire? Yeah.
Sierra, yeah.
So now we'll have Zexel and Holox coming in here.
Pretty sure we did see Holox, didn't we?
Oh no, it's Wardhe and Serkei. Holox, did we? Yes, we did. He versed Jerry. You are right.
Forgetting about Holox, man, feels bad.
So the only player we haven't seen is Sire.
Alright, I don't even know what Sierra plays or anything like that.
So we'll see how these games go, really.
Everyone buying that new spring edition special pack from BMG.
But then Zexel and Holox, I can't remember what Holox played. I know Zexel played Koji, but Holox.
Back to Small Mammoth Fortress. Seeing the first time with Katars on Asuri for this tournament.
Yeah.
No stances at all for either players.
Katar's an interesting pick.
1, brawl.
We'll see how they do go. So okay, trying to get that recovery after the recovery, punishing people come up for that. Nah. Wardhe dodging back, missing his punish. Gets the unlight though. Waits to see if there's a dodge in, presumably.
Ooh, try to set up some unarmed shenanigans with the weapon toss. So
Really loves those weapon tosses.
Wardhe just playing patient and just getting the end lights off on Siri.
Both players not really committing all that much. But whenever one of them just dodges in stupidly, they get punished by the other player.
It seems that both the players are not really confident on just like going off stage. They're not really engaging them off stage when they're sent flying.
Not really recognizing.
Wardhe just does his weapon tosses, but the recovery kills him off.
Pretty well played by Wardhe. I was thinking that he couldn't kill because he couldn't ground pound the opponent, but the recovery does seal it out. Gets that good spot dodge to punish Sire. Quite confident with those side strings and the responses to them.
Now, it's that Sierra is just having a disadvantage now. She's not finishing off Wardhe. Oh, he just did. But what he has basically a full one-stock lead on Zero.
It's quite unfortunate with what it goes for that down light to interrupt the side sig, but unfortunately didn't quite connect, which means there is back to this. But Zero is getting to that kill percentage, and there it is. Down sig taking Zero out, and what it has that massive advantage.
Like why is like just KO option, to be honest.
What he's done very well with those side strings, knowing what he can and can't do, though missing an opportunity there. Bit patient, and what they're doing it down light instead of the end light. It's getting a bit close. The grab cancel and Sigil hit, but unfortunately it doesn't make him go downwards, which is the main purpose of that gimping tool. Really likes those end
Zero seems to be just desperate to just knock out Waddy with his ground pounds. But Waddy's just playing it safe, taking a slow route, and takes out Zero with a nice D-sig.
Yeah, Zero just getting too impatient to dodge through water, try and get past. Unfortunately, that's just not the case. Can't do that when he's just standing right there waiting for it. Now to 1-0.
Now Zero is switching over to Ember, seeing that he seems that he has a preference with his guitars over his sword.
Yeah. So it seems like they're a guitar player, but they need to take this game. It is only a best of 3 again, so they're going to have to be careful.
Alright. Playing on Blackguard Kate.
Whatever was really dominating the side last game, like just with the side like follow-ups, Zero was just falling into them. Both players need to like calm down with how much they're dodging into their opponent. But other than that, Warhead definitely had the advantage. But these guitar strings, very huge. They're getting punished. Now, Zero going for too many SIGs, I think. Definitely getting punished for most of the ones that he does. Oh, doesn't quite get punished for that one.
Zero is just trying to like use his SIGs as a KO option. Again, not understanding that moves, light attacks can kill.
It's more of a trying to anticipate what his movement, but what it isn't coming in. It needs to recognize that they're gonna have to get the kill through being a bit more patient, because both players are definitely waiting for their opposition rather than just going in there and trying to kill them. So they can't sit back and try and punish that movement because it doesn't exist.
Alright, and the bow recovery knocks out Waddy off the top, sticking with his guitars.
Guitar strings working pretty well.
Guitar strings are well, Waddy is unarmed, since guitar favors against unarmed players.
Sarah is doing pretty well with these guitars. If they do keep it up, they might be able to just win this way with this guitars, because apparently...
Oh, and a nice hold on the D-sig knocks out Waddy.
What it being just too impatient to get back onto that ledge, didn't just go for the wall, instead went up to his opposition and got punished for it. Warder still has this game, he just needs to be much more careful with how he's doing things. That side sig, it will kill. And now he's back in the driver's seat. He chooses the spear over the scythe. Interesting choice. Though the spear is working, gets those punishes, and gets the double D like, because he knows he has that punish because the dodge just been used. And he's getting all these D-lights on his opponent. That should be enough to kill, actually. He just needs to get that last little... Yep, there it is.
Player 2 wins.
It was looking pretty bad for Warhead, but he made that choice. Made that choice to go with the spear over the scythe. I didn't think it was good, but the D-lights just destroyed. And so now we have one more game, and then we'll be Woodhead versus the winner of that game. Oh, they've already started. So it will be either Zexo or Holox versus Wadi. And what he was doing, it has been shown he can play both Spear and Scythe, which is pretty good. Like, if you can rely on both your weapons and at the end, as you did at the end, switch between them and identify when you need one or the other, like, I do think that he's quite a strong player if he can do that. Perhaps maybe just not able to use his opportunities as well as he could, but other than that, pretty good, damn good. I do believe we'll have to wait, but until that game, well, it should. Not sure how long it'll take. It's been going for 11 minutes. One game's already done. So it could either be just one more game and then a second game. But if it is Holox moving through, it'd be interesting. I do remember Zexol's games better than Holox's games. So if Holox does win, all the power to him, you know? I do think Jorge is probably is my favorite to win the losers semis though, because he's shown that he can play pretty well. I don't know if he'll be able to beat Jerry, but I reckon he's got a shot at it. He did lose to Jerry in the winners bracket, but it was a 2-1. Like, that was the game in the winners bracket, which was the upset. Like, all the others were just either one person won or the other person won. But in that one, both people won. So it does show that he has the ability to beat Jerry. So perhaps we'll see him move on and beat Jerry if he does beat Holox. But Holox did just lose 2-0 to Jerry. So we'll see which player can move on from here. Pretty sure we'll just go to Mammoth, but we might go to like Shipwreck perhaps. Not really sure. Yep, we are going to Mammoth. Wadair on Mirage.
3, 2,
and Holox on Hitori. Immediately, Wadair's got the weapon, but overextends to that side light. Being a bit patient there, but the side light does connect, and side light's being pretty effective for Wadair already. This spear mirror match, a bit awkward. Does look like the side light is like the proper engaged tool for Wadair, so that Holox being a bit out, so the side light just being very well. Right now, Wadair's definitely got the advantage. It looks like he was going for the grounded D light, so perhaps not used to the change yet. Perhaps just hoping that his opponent will jump. Right now, recovery comes up, but that's gonna miss. Zez being thrown out again. That grounded D light's still not working. Holox goes for the down stick, but he gets punished for it. This could be an edge guard. This should be an edge guard. The set, he has nothing except to dodge. He's used it, but what it goes too early. Should have gone for a side zig, but there is the side zig taking him out. What has got the advantage, and also that scythe, probably the correct right now. The spear was doing alright, but the scythe is just so good at racking up damage and hasn't got that practice against Holox yet. Don't know if it'll be effective or not. Holox dodging in very bad, but there's so much damage racked up on him now, and he really needs to take a stock, otherwise he's just not going to have a chance. Ensig launching him, but Warhead doesn't even try to edge guard, instead just does what a lot of C players do, just wait on that ledge, wait for your opponent to get greedy and try to get back on. So you need to not be too greedy, pick your opportunities, know that your opponent is waiting for you. Looks like Holox is doing that somewhat, perhaps not to a great level, but he is doing it. Ensig doesn't connect. Henlet comes out, goes for a downsig. Interesting choice, but Hololux wasn't even close. Downsig comes out again, almost hits, but unfortunately there were enough iframes. And he should be. Oh, he's not fine. Jumps and ground pounds. Doesn't try to hover. Just knows that he has to wait, and then ground pounds at the right moment, making sure he has the right positioning. Downsig comes out, free little bit of damage. What he probably a bit too greedy for this kill right now. Oh, he should have downsig sooner. That was almost correct punish. Wardhead not going in at all, just wanting to get punishes on his opponent, not really wanting to create those opportunities himself, but just wait for his opponent to overextend themselves, like so. Sizing barely hitting. Pretty sure the hitbox has just barely started in time for Wardhead to hit that. But Wardhead does have that advantage right now. Like, his opponent has that knowledge, and it does like weigh on his mind. He has to keep that. He has to be careful that he doesn't just get too greedy for this kill. Doesn't let that advantage phase him. But right now, that advantage is coming very deep, because Hololux is in the orange and his opponent isn't even out yet, and he's going to that red range. Very greedy ground pound there. Spear picked up again. Oh, it doesn't go for a down sig, instead goes for a side sig, and it just completely whiffs over Hololux. He's off the edge now. Recovery will hit, and Hololux is like going into the red range. He is in the rain range, so he needs to be very careful he doesn't get knocked out himself, which is very bad. He needs to be in the driver's seat getting that stock, and there it is. Downlight and set. Wardhead just needs to get like a tiny bit more damage perhaps. Oh no, they are quite low. Practically, as probably any sig is enough to take out now, but he needs to be careful that he's not getting too greedy, not trying to force the opportunities, but Henlight comes out, overextending himself. Exactly what Wardhead is looking for. Looking for you to just do a move that he just... Wardhead is very punish focused. Like, what he's looking for is you to overextend yourself. So as long as you don't overextend, just mills around and doesn't really do much. So as long as you're careful with your attacks and make sure that you're hitting, that you're not just overextending, then you have a chance against him. Another thing that Wardhead does, I've recognized, is that he gets pretty greedy for sigs, like, and he repeats his sigs. So if he starts going for like a side sig or goes for a down sig, then you probably know his next sig is a down sig or such. So that gives you that warning that you should probably be wary of that sig incoming. Yeah. And now Hololux is a bit down. Wardhead off the stage, but not really going to matter. Only gets recovered. Hololux is going into that orange range, but interesting. So Mills off stage, then dodges into his opponent, just getting punished for it. Looks like my caster has returned. My fellow co-caster has returned.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah.
Some little technical problems with my laptop. Now it seems to be having Wardhead versus Hololux.
Yep. Game 2, 1-0 to Wardhead. And he has got the advantage this game, taking the stock off of Hololux with that recovery. Picking up the scythe, which is shown to be effective against Hololux.
Now, is this losers finals?
Losers semis. Next will be losers finals versus Jerry K. It looks like Wardhead will be the one to move on and versus... Oh, but the NC just picks up.
No, NC just picks up Wardhead up top, and it seems to be fairly even. Hololux with his weird dodging against Wardhead's scythe is not Wardhead's scythe, Wardhead's spear is proving to be detrimental.
Oh, Wardhead misses the really easy down air, very unfortunate.
Could have thrown his weapon as well and picked it up and did a dare. The classic egg drop.
Down kill.
Downsig with that AoE effect.
Now, with a full stock advantage, all he really needs to do is calm down, get those strings with the scythe that he's shown he can do. Goes for that tech dodge, but isn't going to do it. Oh, easy punish. Not really what you want to do against a player like Wadi. Probably not going to hit him with it, and he's just letting him get the easy punishes. Doesn't quite get it there, unfortunately.
Popping up with his sword a bit. Wadi with his lifetime.
Yeah, Hollox almost was able to recognize that threat of the player on the stage and adapt accordingly, but has a bit too fast. Oh, the NC goes through.
And the NC knocks him off. Now Hollox may have a chance here if he pops up with his sword and getting a nice string on Wadi, but of course that's all dependent on how fair he goes.
I'm pretty sure this is where Hollox can take the victory from Wadi. Wadi's gotten to that point where he's pretty desperate. He starts getting very desperate for 6. Hollox could easily take this from him.
Wadi's probably going to go for a D-sig.
He does go for that D-sig. I was expecting that.
Knocks him out.
But yeah, Hollox just doing a really bad dodge. You really don't want to dodge onto people that are just standing there waiting for you as you come back onto the ledge. You're not even doing a speed dodge. They can easily see it coming, especially with that Mirage down stick at his disposal to just instantly take it.
I mean, even I recognize that Wadi's going to go for a D-sig. Come on.
Yeah.
And I'm a low level snap.
Alright, that down stick was definitely a threat.
Now it's gonna be a rematch against Wadi and Jerry in the losers final to play against Tiger in the grand finals.
Yeah, Wadi definitely has a chance here, I think, but Jerry K has definitely shown that he's a good player.
Now will Jerry K see a victory against Wadi in losers finals for once? Or is it gonna be a repeat of week 2? Both players grabbing their preferred weapon on their legends.
Jerry floating and staring a bit too much, but there he goes with the stomp. Appropriate, but then just overextends that side stick.
Now Nash's side sticks are... Nash's sticks in general are pretty strong, I think.
He's trying too hard with those side sticks.
Wadi's just popping up with his scythe again. Getting nice strings off, racking up the damage.
Oh, there, yep, there's the nair. Jerry's going into that kill range. He was pretty greedy there, but it didn't end up being too bad. He's getting way too greedy for those mash threads.
Yeah. Jerry still hasn't learned his lesson about not using 6 too much against players with not... Wadi's not in kill range for any of Nash's 6, I think.
Yeah, it's really bad against a player like Wadi to just try and fish, try and read your opponent, where they're going to say, okay, it'll come forward and try to attack me, because that's not what he does. So he needs to change how he's playing, stop going for those greedy signatures, and just play in the moment rather than, okay, now I do this.
You need some thinking on what to do with Wadi. You can't just mindlessly approach him.
Wadi, he buys himself time, so you need to use the time he's giving you and adapt accordingly, rather than just try to do the things you think are best at the time.
Now the players are still evenly matched. Jerry going for a bit of an overextension on that gravity camp.
I think what's changed is that Jerry started slowing down. Oh no, I said it as he side sticks. Jerry being a bit slower to come back, which is good.
But the side stick tops on the Wadi. Kills him off on the left.
Wadi just throwing out hitboxes. I think he might be getting a little desperate for this kill, but that will be it. There's no way Jerry can make it back.
Yep. Last play is still on even stocks, but Jerry doesn't have his weapon against the side user. No, my weapon just dropped. Some bit of RNG favored on Jerry there.
It's still pretty close, but it'll just be down to if Waddy can get some damage on, because Jerry is getting damage on. So it's starting to lean a lot towards Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry's just...
Though he's getting greedy. I think the main thing that lets Jerry down is that he starts getting those greedy impulses. But that'll kill, yep.
Alright, Jerry takes the first match.
For the 1-0. Yeah, it is a best of 5, so he'll need to want more to win, but I don't know. What he's switching to the Yumiko, the level 5 Yumiko, I'm not too sure about this pick.
It seems that a lot of players just like switching Yumiko. Like no, like I don't know.
It's
a strange choice.
I'll trust you know what you're doing. That's what we're doing here.
3, 2,
We'll say, okay, I reckon you presumably want to win this tournament because it's money match.
I mean, it is money involved. It's not like some CC prize or something like that.
Yeah.
So there is an element of seriousness to this tourney.
Yeah. So presumably he's not doing it because he's just like, oh, whatever. He's doing it because he's like, okay, Yumiko should work.
Well, his hammer is proven to be very fast, very string based.
I still find Yumiko an interesting choice considering that he's just played Mirage this entire tourney. Jerry is taking this advantage. Oh, isn't able to connect the NSIG. Oh. And
now he picked up the bow. No, I don't think what he played. I think, yeah.
Well, we only saw Mirage from him.
I only saw Mirage from me. I was confusing him with another player that played Yumiko before, but no.
Right now he has got that advantage on Jerry. Jerry almost getting the kill, but not quite. And there will do it though. Jerry evening up the stocks.
Both players on even damages and even stocks again. But Jerry has a weapon which is quite favorable against the matchups, but what he picks up the bow.
Pretty awkward. Waddy seems to be a lot more aggressive with this bow than he is normally on his scythe or spear.
I think he's just aggressive with his character in general. That's what I noticed.
Yeah.
He's
waiting for his opponent nearly as much as he was with scythe and spear. Instead, trying to hit his opponent and going for those punishes. He is still waiting a bit, but definitely not as much.
I think it's because of the weapons, to be honest.
Yeah, the weapon swap. He does have an advantage on Jerry, it's just not a huge one.
Ooh, just something a bit too further out though.
Jerry needs to stop jumping, I think. He's missing a lot of opportunities because he tries and floats rather than just
staying on the ground and just punishing whatever.
It is pretty close. It just depends who can get that kill right now. Right now, it looks like it is anyone's. Oh no, the Seg next.
What he gets nice sell on Jerry.
What it is in the driver's seat here, but we'll have to see if that still continues. If Jerry can just take back the game. Goes for the side sig, but that's not going to work out. Side light also not too good. I think that neutral sig and the down sig might be the best if he wants to go for a sig, but the side sig connects anyway.
And then the players are back again with the even distributions.
It's even out both times, but Jerry has lost the stock both times. He needs to take this final stock. It's looking good. Oh, it was looking good, but now Woodhair also racking up some damage onto Jerry. Oof. Woodhair getting a little bit more damage, extending that lead a bit more.
Woodhair's avoiding Jerry off stage.
It's just waiting for Jerry to come on. hoping that Jerry will overextend himself. Jerry regaining that advantage and then losing it again because of that side sig. Being just a bit too greedy with them.
Jerry just trying to get some like damage on with the recoveries and like the various sigs. Nice weapon toss, but wasn't able to connect the nair.
He's too greedy for specifically a side sig. I think he needs to remember that it's in his kit that he can use. He did go for one, but I think down sig was better. But it's almost over. He just needs to. There it is.
And a nice read on the dodge sends Waddy flying off the top.
And now Cherry is 2-0 against Waddy. It's gonna be pretty close.
It's a match point. Jerry.
Jerry's still sticking to this Nash. It'll be interesting to see what he does. Because it's... Oh, he does stick with that Yumiko. I think that's probably correct, other than picking another person that he is confident in. Because the Yumiko was working against Jerry. Like, if he hadn't have just lost it at the end, he did have a pretty good chance.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So if he can keep that going in this game, then he might just be able to take the first game off Jerry and start that reverse sweep. But we'll have to see if he can get to that point. Sir connects, and then there. Holy. Interesting down sig, but he has all that damage racked up already. So leaning towards Jerry in this early points of this game. Side sig not going to connect. Down sig probably a better option. Nair comes out. Set. Jerry's just coming with Sares, but it's a bit awkward because what he's just sitting back, punishing with those down lights.
No, Jerry seems... yeah, you're correct on that. Yeah. What he's just I think he's not playing as safe like his Mirage is. He's going for a lot more attacks that are not quite the most best option of the situation. Now Jerry has the lead at the moment.
Jerry's just a bit too greedy for these side sigs for no real reason. Just throws him out there and he gets punished for him. But he has got a massive lead on his opponent. There's a side sig that was actually very well spent. Oh, the end sig just barely hitting and taking out his opponent. Looks like it's over with Jerry not quite in kills percent, and yet his opponent down 2 stars.
Jerry has an impressive lead on Waddy, so I think Jerry's the one that's going to be versing Tiger again in the grand finals.
With 2-0 in this game leaning heavily towards him, it looks like it'll be a rematch of Jerry versus Tiger for that final cash prize. Jerry must be pretty happy. He got third in so many of these tournaments, and if he does win this game, he will get second. So the pressure might actually be on him, and that might cause him to start doing some super stuff like so. He's choking out a lot of signatures. If he isn't careful, he could easily throw still. What hit is just playing slower. Oh my. Side sig gets interrupted. Oh, and Jerry having a bit of problem, but he's still alright. 2 recoveries in a row. What hit is pretty low now. Side sig not correctly spaced, but that dare will probably finish it. Not quite.
And the kick...
Sidelight does.
Well, the kick kicks off fucking... oh my god, I'm sorry. Jerry gets a kick on Waddy, making him move to the next final against Tiger.
Yeah. And now, Jerry K versus Tiger for the final round. Best of 5, Tiger being the winner, Jerry will have to win 2 best of 5s. And while he had a really good start in the last one, it just fell apart so quickly. So he really needs to make sure he's being careful. Otherwise, it could just fall under his fingers again.
Now, if Jerry wins this one, there's going to be a bracket reset. And whoever wins that bracket reset is going to be the victor. But if Tiger still wins this one, then well, Tiger is the winner for this tournament.
Yep. In other words, is favoring Tiger, but Jerry still has that opportunity to win. Both players not really hitting too much. Tiger barely not punished. Oh, they side
Sig catches Jerry.
Oh, Jerry facing the wrong direction. Side air barely connects. It should be over for Jerry. Yep, that's the end.
Tiger with his edge guard on Jerry.
Already Tiger's got massively not looking good. The first game is already this polarizing against Jerry. Tried to speed dodge there, but it was already expired. There's people going for recoveries after their end lights, despite the fact that end light nair is a thing. Side sig barely connecting.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that the end light actually does more damage than the recovery, so
yeah.
It feels like there's weaker force than the end light, which has more combos. Tiger going for
doesn't quite take him down. End light again. Oh, goes
Jerry
for there, but dodge doesn't over.
Tiger just having good position on Jerry.
Oh, I think Tiger was facing the wrong direction for that.
Tiger just misimporting his arrow keys for a bit and just having numerous attempts at just facing the wrong direction.
Jerry just going for so many signatures.
I mean, Jerry's getting desperate and he's just trying to get a sig off before Tiger can get a stock off him.
Holy, he's still alive. Oh, downlight. Oh my god.
Tiger and Jerry still alive. Trading hits so many times. That end light not even killing him. Now Tiger with his edge guarding may be the bane of Jerry, reads the side sig and knocks off Jerry off the stage. Tiger with an impressive 2-stock lead.
Now it's a 1-stock lead, but that's still pretty damn good. Not as good as 2 stocks, but still pretty crazy.
Now Jerry's just trying to weapon start Tiger a bit, using spumps and other things.
Using a bit too many hitboxes. Needs to be a bit more careful with his protection of that weapon, I think.
Tiger just staying his distance over Jerry, trying not to get hit by those D6. Misses the S-slide D-light for the first time.
Now, oh, goes for side sig, gets punished with the spot dodge. Jerry's looking pretty low. Oh, Tiger doing a side light instead of an end light. This dare, oh, the dare doesn't quite connect.
Tiger just going for some sigs.
Jumps instead of trying to go for that.
Jerry with his damage on him, I don't think he's gonna come back from this.
That end light might even kill. It will lead to an edge card which kills. Side light.
Tiger kicked him. Well, both players just getting stacked and unable to hit each other. Tiger with his weapon toss.
Oh,
but
Tiger's trying to space. Yeah.
Now Jerry can pull off a miracle and actually win this match, but with a kick from Tiger, that is completely dashed.
Hopes and dreams, but unfortunately not to be.
Two Dexteros. An interesting, well, potential game pro.
Yeah.
I predict it's probably going to be on Blackguard. No, on Great Hall. Alright. Tiger versus Jerry, both using Ace-Off and Feros.
Yep. Facing off on the Great Hall.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Jerry wants that item, but gets recovered. So many hitboxes coming out from Tiger.
Ooh, Jerry just missing the opportunities to get some combos off in the start. Tiger just getting some quality edge on Jerry.
Side airs. Brutal. Oh!
Ooh, negates the there with a nair.
Both times saving himself. Kind of abandoning the edge guard, like going for those items. I'm not sure I approve of that. It's possible
now Tiger's on stage. They're both now on stage now. Jerry fishing for some more damage with recoveries. And the save from Tiger takes the first stock off Jerry.
Right now, they're both trying to... Well, Tiger's going for that damage. Jerry can probably get a kill. Oh, and Tiger goes too high. It's looking pretty even now, but Tiger has that advantage, and that's pretty big, because Jerry wants to be in the driver's seat, has some kind of leeway, but he hasn't got much right now.
Tiger's still on the lead.
Dodging down again into Tiger, just so bad, because he's waiting for it, waiting to punish it.
Tiger misses the opportunity to D-light on that ground pound. Well, both players miss their side six. Tiger gets a sail off, forcing Jerry back off stage, and gets a side air on Jerry, taking the second stock off him. And again, Tiger with a nice one stock lead on Jerry.
Stock just went horribly for Jerry, didn't make much. Tiger is just never letting go that. Oh, I say as Tiger gets lost.
Jerry getting a nice 2-sig combo on Tiger, but Jerry back on off stage.
But then immediately to counteract the effects of Jerry's advantage, just gets a massive string of
Oh
damage.
yeah, gravity cancel and sig takes out Tiger. Now Jerry is still on kill range on any attack from Tiger basically.
Just the N-Sig for Terra, such good advantage.
Tiger just racking up more damage. Jerry needs to do something here or it's gonna be game over.
There it
And
is.
it is.
Player 1 wins.
Tiger takes the match again.
And the double A's off for the match point for Tiger.
Alright, if Jerry can get off, well, an impressive comeback, or else it's gonna be Tiger as the winner of this tournament.
He's thinking about what he wants to ban. This is his last straw. He's thinking about what he wants to play on. And it looks like the end chance will be... Oh. Both of them not really sure what to ban. But it goes on to... It goes on to...
And our caster is just falling asleep over here. Alright, we're gonna have a mirror match with Azovs.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Yeah, Jerry's got that weapon, but he isn't able to successfully starve Tiger.
Both
Bone
players...
mirror match should be interesting.
No, not a classic bone mirror match to finish off this tourney perhaps.
Jerry missing a few punches.
Trading blows evenly. Tiger having a bit of a lead.
Tiger just needs to get that final hit. Getting a bit greedy, maybe a bit self-confident because of his 2-0 lead on Jerry. Just not playing entirely seriously.
Well, Jerry, could this be? No, Jerry misses the opportunity to give Tiger with his axe.
Unfortunately, he hits that soft dare rather than the strong dare. Otherwise, he probably had a really easy edge guard there on Tiger. So really unfortunate.
But Jerry's predicting the recovery, gets a nice dare on Tiger.
Yeah, that
finally having a lead on Tiger for once.
Now, Tiger wants a weapon. Jerry might actually be able to do it. Yeah, he just needs to be more careful when he's guarding those weapons, making sure he isn't overextending. Oh,
and Jerry missed the opportunity to get back on the stage. Bonks his head on the underneath of the stage, and now the stocks are even again, throwing away his advantage.
That's really not where Jerry wants to be. He got that advantage. He wanted to keep it as long as he could, but now he still has that advantage. He's still doing it. Like, this has been pretty good play from Jerry. Just isn't quite where he wants to be. He still wants that stock advantage.
Get up his gameplay a bit.
Tiger going for a lot more side seeks than he ever did before.
Perhaps he just wants to end this tournament so fast that he's disregarding some things that made him great in the first two matches.
Side seeks coming out heaps. Lots of dares coming out. Jerry.
Recovery knocking off on the left. Tiger not able to kill him off. Jerry just staying on the wall, but the weapon toss into the ground pound takes Jerry's second stock off.
Jerry looking like he had that advantage for a little while, but it's just again all over. Because
now if Jerry can just knock out Tiger, then if Tiger takes his last stock from Jerry, it's going to be all over for him this tourney.
Yeah, as soon as he lost that advantage, he just started snowballing even harder. He just really needed to get that advantage and keep it, but unfortunately he wasn't able to.
And the Tiger with the side stick on the bottom gets more damage on Jerry. Both players just spamming their sticks now. And the side connects and sends Jerry flying off to the right. And Tiger wins this tournament with an impressive 3-0 against Jerry.
Only losing that one game to Jerry, I believe. Yeah, just that one game to Jerry in the winners final, but none in the grand final.
We have a complete sweep on this tournament with, well, again, as you mentioned, only one drop game.
Yep. And so that's the end of the tournament.
And that's the end of this tourney series.
Yep. Finally got to the money tourney. Finally Jerry gets his second, perhaps in the tournament that mattered the most.
Right.
And yeah.
So thank you all for watching the final week of C League, and hope to see you again when we start up this second season of the tournaments.
Yep. So see you later.